Hi guys, we're the group of three, consisting of Mary Caldwell, Brianna Campbell, and Jade Kenninger. My first slide is Clovis, and Clovis was the king of Franks, and Franks basically means German. He ruled much of Gaul from 481 to 511. That was the time period during the transformation of the Roman Empire into Europe. The Merovingians were the first race, which lasted for 200 years because of Clovis. Clovis was actually a son of a Pogan, and that means that they're not rich, they're very poor. And so he had to work and work and work in order to become king of Gaul. So that means he was really dedicated to what he did. He took part in the ally of the Byzantine Empire. He was the Christian king. He made very many policies, and he had military brilliance. He consolidated the regions of Gaul under their rule today. Today he's known for being the founder of France. He is also known as being the founding father of the Meroving dynasty. The next thing is monks, and a monk is a man who separates himself from ordinary society to dedicate himself to God, which is also a monostat. And it is the practice of living. They actually travel in groups of 7, and they pray 5 times a day. There's actually a lot of groups of monks that they all live together, and they wear orange, practically like jumpsuit thingies. The next one I'm going to talk about is Charlemagne, and he was a very determined and decisive man. He was known by a lot of his decisions, and he's highly intelligent and courageous. He was a fierce warrior, which means he fought with his country, and he was a strong statesman. He was also a pious Christian.
I am Brianna, and I'm going to talk about some of feudalism. Of social classes is pretty much what it is. I'm going to talk to you about the Great Lord, which is a powerful noble that controlled large areas of land. The best thing a lord could give a vassal was land that supported him and his family. I'll talk to you about what a vassal is in a minute. Knights are heavily armored cavalry, had great social prestige, and formed the backbone of European aristocracy. Now the vassals are men in the 18th century who served a man in the 18th... Ignore them! Is a man who served a lord in military capacity and could hold political authority. Women, at the busy time of the year, helped their husbands in the field during the harvest to bring in crops. They participated in vital cottage industries such as brewing, baking, and manufacturing textiles.
Hi, I'm Jade. I did Thomas Becket. Thomas Becket was an archbishop, and archbishops watch over the other bishops in their archdiocese, which the archdiocese is the whole area the archbishop will watched over. And then I also talked to a new member of parliament. The new member of parliament told me they make laws, and the minister questions about current issues, which means that you get asked questions. They get the interest of new voters to make life easier. And I also did two resident of Constantinople. The rich people got no school. No, the rich people were schooled by famous philosophers of that time era, and the poor learned no schooling, but learned skills about like blacksmiths, and like weren't in a stable. Also did Queen and King, Justin and Theodora. The king, Justin, Flavius, Peter, Scavus, was known as being a meticulous person, or basically perfectionist, patient, and he was alone most of his time. Although he was afraid of danger, he barely slept. He only slept 3 hours a day, and that got him the title of the king never slept. Theodora, her father, Acacius, was a bear tamer. She was an actress and a prostitute, and also got a living as a wool spinner in her early life. Helped get rights from women in divorce. She died of gangrene, which kills the skin, and she got better rights for women. She was an advisor to the king